we have a responsibility to protect the ability of the federal government to borrow when necessary and to pay our debts, obviously, which is always absolutely necessary. And I would submit that a default will take place. A default will take place when we can no longer borrow, when we can no longer sell our debt, or when we can no longer make our payments. And so I would go to Mr. Walker, help us with that. When would we begin to reach that, do you foresee, when we would have difficulty borrowing, selling our debt, and/or making our payments on the debt?
First, only God knows, and God's not telling us. But let me touch on your issue. There's a lot of disinformation and misinformation going around about the debt ceiling, okay? First, it's failed. It needs to be replaced with a debt-to-GDP approach, okay, which can succeed and has in other countries. Secondly, there's only one thing guaranteed by the Constitution of the United States financially. One thing, and that's debt and accrued interest on the debt. Nothing else is guaranteed. Social Security, Medicare, those are important, they're not guaranteed.
If I may interject, that's the only thing that's really mandatory, right?
Right. Secondly, as long as the Social Security and Medicare trust funds have bonds in them, then you can pay benefits on a timely fashion. And they do have bonds in them. Why? Because they are closely held debt, they are counted in the debt ceiling. So if you need cash, you end up just converting from intragovernmental bonds to bonds held by the public. It doesn't change the debt ceiling a dime, all right? So A, we're not going to default on our debt. We can't because of the Constitution. Secondly, we can pay Social Security and Medicare benefits, but you can't pay other things in a timely manner. All right? And if the Treasury says that they haven't been able to prioritize, then they better read the Constitution, okay? That's their job, okay? So you will have to make tough choices. Things won't get paid on time. But the bottom line is we're not going to violate the debt ceiling. The question is, what are the conditions to raising it? And there should be conditions. We are out of control.
Yeah, the American people should be greatly concerned at the incompetency or perhaps the unwillingness to recognize the situation that you just described. To your point, we had the budget director, which is a funny term to apply to this administration. We had the budget director here just recently for our last hearing. And to what you were speaking about earlier, Mr. Walker, I asked her, do you know what our percent to GDP, debt to GDP is? And she did not know. She said it was 90-something%. When I asked her, after I told her it was about 125%, and I said, when is the last time we were at that level of debt to GDP? She did not know.
Good morning, friends. There are new deposit dates. April 19th will be an important day for many Americans. Automatic deposits of thousands of dollars will also be made. But new information has just been released on the yearly cost of living adjustment, and it's very disappointing. This is the latest news for Social Security beneficiaries. My friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, I will be announcing the winners from yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway, so please stay tuned until the very end. But if you'd like to enter next Friday's giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Millions of Social Security recipients have spent the last year playing financial catch-up because of the hit they took from soaring inflation. Most are still way behind, even with the 8.7% cost of living adjustment approved for 2023, which is the highest in more than 4 decades. The situation might not get much better in 2024 because of the expectation of a low COLA tied to this year's declining inflation rate. The Senior Citizens League, a nonpartisan advocacy group, estimates that average Social Security benefits fell short of inflation by roughly $1,054 from January 2021 to December 2022. The shortfall was mainly due to the 2022 COLA of 5.9%, which lagged well behind an inflation rate that hovered above 7% for most of the year. Average benefits in 2023 have only recovered about $179 in total since the start of the year. The 8.7% COLA increase has exceeded the actual rate of inflation in every month so far this year by at least an average of 2.6%. That amounts to just shy of $45 per month, based on an average Social Security benefit of $1,694. But as the Senior Citizens League points out, this cushion is entirely consumed by the $164 monthly Part B premiums, which are automatically deducted from Social Security benefits. The financial impact has been considerable. A new Senior Citizens League survey of 1,055 older Americans found a sizable jump in the number reporting that they have depleted a retirement account over the past 12 months, from the 20% in the third quarter of 2022 to 26% in the first quarter of 2023. The survey also found that those who reported carrying debt on consumer credit cards for more than 90 days climbed to 45%, which is the highest level ever recorded. Because of the recent drop in inflation, the buying power of Social Security recipients could go down considerably next year. If inflation continues to fall at the current rate, the COLA for 2024 will be lower than 3%. Mary Johnson, the group's Social Security and Medicare policy analyst, wrote in an email to Go Banking Rates that there is very widespread support for guaranteeing a minimum COLA of at least 3%. Mary Johnson also said this would be important if slowing inflation drops the consumer price index into negative territory, which could potentially happen. So in other words, there is a risk that there might be no COLA payable next year if inflation slows rapidly. This has happened before. Since Social Security cost of living adjustments were first approved in 1975, there have been 3 times when no COLA was approved for the following year due to low inflation or deflation: 2009, 2010, and 2015. Since the year 2000, the COLA has been less than 3%, a total of 16 times, and this is according to the Social Security Administration. As recently as 2021, the COLA was only 1.3%. In addition to a minimum COLA of 3%, the Senior Citizens League recommends basing the COLA on a consumer price index that better reflects how seniors spend their money, such as the Consumer Price Index for the elderly. She would also like to see lawmakers from both sides of the political aisle come together to pass legislation that will bolster Social Security instead of weaken it. There are 4 days until the second round of April's 3 Social Security retirement payments, which is worth up to $4,555, and it will be sent to retirees. The second disbursement will be released on April 19th and will be for those born between the 11th and 20th of a month. The first distribution went to retirees born between the 1st and 10th of a month, and it was released on the second Wednesday of the month. The final wave will be sent out on April 26th, the last Wednesday of April, for those born between the 21st and 31st of a month. Well, my beautiful and amazing dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Saturday. Thank you so much, friends, for being part of this community and for joining me here every single day. The 2 winners of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is David Wilson and Judy Griffiths. Congratulations, my friends! To claim your gift card, please check your notifications page and send me a message, or you can send me a message through my Facebook page. Remember, friends, I'll be giving away more gift cards next Friday, So if you'd like to enter that giveaway, all you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.